What is up, YouTube, and welcome back to another edition of Big Al's Barber Vlogs. Today we're doing a special edition. We're doing a demo today, guys. So follow me. We're going on our way. What's up, everybody? We are on our way. Say hi, baby.
Hi, you guys. This is your channel?
Yeah. My wife's with me, and Dave's back there too. We're on our way right now to Borners Barber College in Pasadena. I'm doing a demo at 8:30. Right now it's about 7:45, so we're on our way right now. I'm doing a hair demo and just a little bit of talk about the barber business. So we'll see. I'm gonna try. My wife's gonna videotape it while I'm doing the demo, and that way we can put it on the channel and show you guys what's up over there, guys. Let me show you how it looks out here. It's ugly today with all these fires around here. Look at this.
Oh, look how many dogs they have.
Look at this sky today, guys. This is ridiculous. And then you can just see the ash.
Falling.
It's just falling right in front of us. It's just ashing down. See it all on the car right there. It's an ugly, ugly day. Who?
You should get the guy just laying there.
The bum laying on the phone?
Yeah.
He's taking a nap.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Stop by and say good morning.
Wakey, wakey. Look how ugly that is. The fire's right up on top of that hill right there, so you can see kind of the smoke coming through it.
They'll see it better right now when we get on Citrus.
Yeah. It's super ugly today.
Yeah, it's pretty much just covering our area too.
Yeah, it's just kind of. It looks like it's just covering the SGV, you know, San Gabriel Valley. Because out there, the sky looks pretty blue.
Yeah, like West Covina, Papuente.
But right here above us, look at this. Ooh.
That's where the fire is. It's the Bobcat fire. If you guys heard of the Bobcat fire going on, that's our fire.
Yeah, right above us. All the smoke, the air has to be, the air quality has to be ugly.
Yeah, let me turn that on.
So you guys can see just wrapping it up.
Can you hear me, CJ?
You
In the background, and if you would say that if any of our guys have any questions, they can ask you during their haircut or whatnot, right?
Yeah.
All right. So give us a little info about yourself, a little short bio,
Yeah.
and we can start from there.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Al Loville. Everybody, you guys can call me Big Al from Big Al's Barbershop, Big Al's Barber Channel on YouTube. I got about 20 years experience in the barbershop industry. Well, my real experience comes in from our family because I'm a third generation barber. My grandfather was a barber, my dad was a barber, my uncle was a barber. My uncle was actually my barber mentor. He's the one that taught me everything. So we've been in the industry for a long time already, you know. My shop's been around for 11 years now. We're going on our 11th year. Actually, on September 11th, which is coming up, is going to be our 11th year. So our shop's been around for a little while. We've been through a lot. We survived the first market collapse back in 08, 09, you know, so we've been through some of this, but this year has been an extraordinary year as far as getting through this pandemic and everything. So it's just been a struggle. It's been difficult, you know what I mean? So I encourage everybody to just keep thriving through, and we'll all get through this eventually. I'm almost going to graduate probably in July, I think. No, I think in January he's going to be graduating. And Dave's been my apprentice for about 2 months now. So he's on his second month already working at the shop and everything.
Cool. All right. Hopefully we get him to school here now.
I know, right?
So what kind of haircut are you gonna do for us today?
So what we're going to do right here is I'm going to do a taper, zero taper on him.
Okay.
And we're just going to do a little scissor work on top and keep it simple. If you guys don't know about haircuts, guys, I'm gonna give you guys just a little quick tip for when you guys get in the shop and everything. There's 3 basic haircuts, guys. You're either gonna do a regular, You're either gonna do a taper or you're gonna do a fade on the side. Those are the 3 basic haircuts. Once you figure out which haircut the client wants, your job's gonna be a lot easier. A lot of times when clients come into your shop, they're gonna ask you for a certain haircut. They're gonna name it one thing, but they mean something else. So your best bet as a barber coming into, especially you new guys, is to decipher, or in other words, give a good hair consultation to your clients that are coming in. That way you can find out exactly what it is that they want to get. Because the worst thing you could do is for a client to come in and say, oh, I want a fade on the sides and then a little scissors on top, and then you thinking it's a fade, a 0 fade, you're gonna go in there and knock off the bottom line, take off all the hair. You can do it open or closed, it doesn't matter. Either way, you can go, I usually start off open and then I'll close it up a little bit. But just remember, number 4 is a good place to start off when you're doing. So right there, we just took it down to a number 2 all the way around. You can see I left the guide all the way around. Right here, I'm just going to line up the bottom now.
And let me ask you this, for somebody who's just starting off, never has really cut hair before, that's what you're saying, that time, that's part of the process, right? It's going to take you time at first, but the more haircuts you do,
the better you get. It's like my boy, it's like Dave right here. He has no haircut experience. He's been cutting out at the shop for like probably 2 months. But imagine the first couple of haircuts are nerve-wracking. You know, you're really, you know, because the way we start out, the way I train my boys is I bring them in for 3 weeks. You know, for 3 weeks they have to shadow me. Shadow means being stand by here by me, and I'm explaining every haircut as I'm doing it to them. Just running it over, going over it, going over it, going over it, explaining every step. For 3 weeks they just watch me and explain all to me.
into your forms.
Exactly. And I'm gonna go back with it still too. I'm gonna go back and clean it up a little bit. And all it is guys, is bringing it in, whatever sticks out, because you're gonna attach the 2 to the 4.
Right. And when would somebody do this, or why would somebody do this as opposed to using like a 3, 3.5, and then, or 2?
Well, you could do it that way too, but I'm talking about fade the right way. And then within 3 or 4 months, I was fading and everything on me. From there, I moved on to another shop. That's the way it works, guys. You just, you know, every shop you go to, you're gonna learn new stuff. You're gonna get better. You're gonna learn different things.
Right.
You're gonna pick up different, you know, you're gonna see bad habits and good habits. You gotta decipher the 2. Don't pick up the bad habits. You're gonna see a lot of barbers with bad habits. You don't want to be like that. You want to be the barber that's working the hardest. You want to be the first one at the shop, the last one that leaves. If you leave early, you're never gonna make it in this business. Because you know what? A lot of people get out of work late. They want to be there. You know, they want you to be there late. At my shop, we start early. I start at 6 o'clock on Saturday mornings.
Wow.
So I work from 6 to 4. You know, I don't stay open late, but my people know that I'm there early.
Yeah.
And I'm open on Sunday. So if you can't get in there on Friday, Saturday, you can get there on Sunday. I always tell people that, like, oh, you close early. I'm like, yeah, but I'm open Sunday.
Yeah.
There's no excuse for not coming in.
And talk to us, like, what were some of the challenges that you encountered when you were transitioning from barber school into your first shop? What would frustrate you, or what? So let me ask you this then. Did you ever feel like quitting?
Yes.
Talk to us about that.
Yeah, definitely. I remember when I went to, I was telling you the guy that taught me how to fade, when I went to go work for him, there was a point where I was kind of struggling a lot with the fades, you know?
Yeah.
And I remember him telling me, like, he told me straight, like, maybe this is not the job for you. And I thought about it, and I'm like, hell no, anybody could do this. I can do it, I just gotta learn it, you know what I mean? Like, I was determined.
Yeah.
And no, but I thought about it. There was a time when I wasn't making that much money. Because when you first start out in this business, it's tough, guys. You're only gonna get what you put into it. If you don't put your heart and soul into this, you're not gonna make the money. If you don't stay at the shop and put your time in, hand business cards out. Everywhere you go, you should always have business card with you. You should always have a card, that way you can hand it to this person who's in line at the market or something. You always hand them a card. Always, always. Have your name, your phone number, your personal phone number on there. Tell them, I want to be your barber. I'll be your barber. Whenever you need a barber, I'm here for you. If they have a barber, they tell you, or you see somebody with a nice fade, you tell them, hey, that's a nice fade, dude. Here's my card, in case you need a backup. Right. Because you already know that guy has a good barber, you know what I mean? But just knowing that, wearing shirts that say barber on them. Everywhere I go, I have a barber shirt on. People always ask me, you're a barber? Yeah, I'm a barber. Normally I have my thing that has a little barber pole hanging, I'm like,
Yeah.
things like that just to determine, let everybody know what it is you're in this business. Because in this business, if you stay quiet, you're not gonna make no money. You gotta let everybody know you're in the business. We're booming, like I had 7 barbers at my shop, everybody's making money, it was great. Like this was probably like 5 years ago. Then the barber business is different when you're a barbershop owner, like things change because barbers aren't gonna stay with you forever, The most of barbers gonna stay with you is 2-3 years. Then he's gonna get on, And I bought in a lot of barbers. I've had already several apprentices. I had one of my own clients come in to me and tell me like, hey, big, I want to be a barber, and I started him off as an apprentice, and eventually he just became one of my apprentices, became one of my best barbers, and then now he moved on. Now he works somewhere else. They do that. So you're gonna go through highs and lows. Your consistency, as far as staying consistent, bro, is just getting up every day, dude. You gotta do it. You have to do it. It's part of having that passion too. You got that passion for cutting hair. You like cutting it. You like this industry. You like. You never thought about being a barber. Never came into my mind. Even after I got out of high school, I never wanted it. Never. My dad was always like, "You should become a barber," and I'm like, "Nah, I don't want to do that."
Yeah.
And then after just run out of options, by the time I was, you guys are young right now, but you trust me, your 20s are gonna go by fast. Before you know, you're gonna be in your 30s. You know what I mean? And it flexes, it's a blink of an eye, and then your 30s will be gone, and you're in your 40s already, you know what I mean? So, but when I went through it, I kind of ran out of options, and it kind of fell in my lap, and I ran with it, and once I got into barbering, I fell in love with it. Now, I love this business, you know what I mean?
This is the first thing you ever done?
Yes. Take off my clip, lever open, which is a half, and I'm gonna go up about 2 fingers, because it's kind of a high taper, you know what I mean? Not a high, but high enough. Creating another guide right there. This machine is super smooth. Take down 2 clicks, and I'm gonna go back to the same spot again. Close it halfway, now I'm just going up halfway now. Now I'm closed, and I'm just pushing that bottom line up. I already know he doesn't like a lot off the top, but you gotta, that's when you kind of come in and decipher with your client. You gotta ask the right questions. You gotta ask them how you want it to sit. Especially these young kids today, because like today there's a lot of kids that get these things called undercuts.
Right.
So undercuts is ugly haircut. There's no blending involved, You're in undercut, you're gonna come up and you're gonna bring this up high like that. Take that all high and then probably fade it or taper it. And then this just falls over the top. No blending involved. Super easy. Tell you the truth, I love doing those haircuts.
Yeah.
Because I can knock them off so easy, so fast. There's no blending involved. On this one right here, you want this to be all uniform. So work 2 times, you want to work 3 times. You want to make sure that you give them the right haircut the first time. So we already did this section right here, so what I'm going to do is part it right here, scoot it over. And now I'm going to do this section. See, you can see all the hair sticking out. You don't want that much. And it really isn't, guys. It's like, you know what I mean? Well, maybe it is, but it's not pandemic proof. Right. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it might be, but it's not pandemic proof, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So now we're pretty much complete with the haircut, guys. I'm just gonna clean up his neck a little bit. But it's simple as that. This is pretty much all that we do. What I like to do now at the shop is I'll go back and I'll clean them up. Yes, I already asked for some shade job.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Go ahead.
And like at my shop, I always tell my barbers, and I always, learn how to use a straight razor, guys. You guys are going to be barbers, learn how to use a straight razor. Because it's so important to be using your straight razor. You guys got to remember, barbers, the difference between a barber and a Cosmo is that Cosmo can't use a straight razor. So that's how we distinguish between the two of us. So that's how we get, you know, it's nothing feels better than when you do a haircut like this and then you throw some hot lather on their neck. You know what that person's gonna be? He's gonna be like, ooh, that feels good. What is that? And then you come in with a straight razor and clean them all up. Always try to end your haircuts with some straight razor, guys. Whether it just be going around his neck, around his ears.
I like to do it on the lineup.
Yeah, on the lineup. Oh, the lineup in the front especially.
Yeah.
Because that's how you get the crispy lineup. Yeah. I think I do it around again.
So on your haircuts, do you always finish with a razor cleanup in the nape area?
Always. Especially only, well, not always. Only when it's a taper or a regular.
Okay.
If it's a fade, I don't, because a fade, it just depends. A fade, the way I do my fades always, I always finish my fades off with a razor, whether it be the straight razor or the bronze. You know what I mean? I always finish them off with a razor machine. So, like say if I was fading them, I would fade them all up and just go zero all the way around and get them all down to get them just super tight.
Right.
Either that, or they're gonna ask me for a straight razor. If they ask me for the straight razor, then I'll do the straight razor on them. And the straight razor is like if you do a razor fade, like an authentic razor fade, where you use the razor all the way around the side of the head.
Right.
And that, guys, that's a dying form right there too. You guys have to learn that. Straight razor with a razor fade with a straight razor, you have to learn that. And using a straight razor, guys, is just a matter of picking up the straight razor.
Right.
You have to learn it. You have to do it. So they come to get a haircut, and they want to feel good. They want to smell good when they leave. Like right now, you saw this. I finished off the haircut. Always have aftershave. Good smelling aftershave. That's how you finish off a haircut. Can you smell that?
Yeah, what kind of that?
Yeah, it smells good, dude. You spray it in there, and that client's gonna walk out of there and he's gonna feel fresh and feel clean and feel good. You know what I mean? That's what you want. You want him to feel good and feel, you know, handsome when he leaves the shop.
Right.
You want him to feel good.
You want to give them a good experience.
Yeah, you want to dude, I'm telling you, trust me, guys. The haircut is only 30% of the service. Your attitude, what you do during the service, how you talk to your client, how you present yourself is the experience, you know? Like at my shop, they walk in, it's my shop, I consider my shop part of my experience, you know? Having big TVs up, you know, a lot of sports stuff, they walk in and have something to look at, you know? I want to wow them when they walk into my shop. And then with the haircut, I want to wow them again, you know what I mean? If you don't wow them the first time, you're gonna have another chance. If you have a good attitude and you do good and you do a good service. Right here I see a little dark spot, so I'm just gonna go back and just kind of clean it up a little bit.
How much you charge for a haircut?
At my shop I charge 25. 25 for a haircut, 35 for a haircut and beard trim, $40 for a haircut and a shave. I don't do too many shaves nowadays. Ladies more just haircuts. But beard trims, we do a lot. So haircut and beard trim is 35 plus.
We're always learning, so we have to invest in ourselves, like you said. And we're not good at fade and tapers, take some classes, fade and taper, and we still need some shear work, invest.
I've been in this business for 20 years, guys, and I'm still taking classes. You know, like when I see somebody doing like one of the other barbers or influencers out there and they're doing classes, I'll go take their class because I want to see what they're doing. I want to be where they're at, you know what I mean? And that's what you guys got to do, you know? You see somebody, how they're doing, what they're doing, and you want to get to there, then you got to do the things that they're doing, you know? Follow directions, you know what I mean?
Right.
Find a good mentor, find a good barbershop. Mentor is so important, guys, and by mentoring means like somebody who's going to guide you in the right direction, going to show you the proper way to run your business, how to conduct yourself, you know what I mean? Somebody who gets there early, somebody who leaves late, somebody who you see them, you know, help out at your shop. Don't just, like I said, barbering is not just about haircutting you, that's it. It's about everything that goes along with it. Like, you know, if you're at your shop, help out. Dump the trash, sweep up, you know what I mean? Like, do the little things. That way, if you want somebody, you want to own your own shop, If you want to own your own shop, then you're gonna have to do all the things that you see your barber owner doing. You know what I mean? And if you want to get good at those things, then you help them out. You know what I mean? Be a helpful person at your shop.
Can you talk to us a little bit about when you first opened up your shop, like what kind of game plan did you have behind it, what vision did you have behind it, and then ultimately how you established your shop? How did you come about getting it and whatnot?
My story, like, guys, everybody's story is different about getting a shop. My story is kind of unique too. When I got out of barber school, I was working at different barbershops, and I had already started establishing my clientele. I had good friends that were coming to me. One of my good buddies, he asked me that if I wanted to open a barbershop, and I told him I don't really have the money for that, dude. It takes a lot of money to do that, you know. And he had so much faith in me that he goes, I'll open the shop, I'll give you your name, it'll be my shop, I'll give you your name, and then when the time comes, I'll sell it to you. You know what I mean? Right. So at that time I was working at another shop doing really good, so I wasn't too sure if I wanted to do that. And but I just jumped with it, I just went with it. And it was the greatest thing that ever happened to me, you know what I mean? Like, I took that leap of faith and I did it, and he kept his promise. When the time came, he sold it to me. So the first 4 years, the shop was in my name, but it wasn't even my shop. It was my buddy's shop. Okay. And then he sold it to me 4 years later. So that's how I got my shop. But yeah, getting a shop that's the hardest. It just depends, guys. It depends on what kind of shop you want to open. It depends on your, if you want a high-end shop, if you want just a little small mom and pop shop, it depends. It depends on how you want to open it, where you want to open it, you know what I mean?
In your shop, I know from watching your video, you have about like 8, 10 chairs or whatnot.
We have 7 chairs, yeah.
Like what, not necessarily like, you don't have to give us the figure, but what do we need to take into consideration when opening a shop? Like the obvious, right, the chairs, the stations, but what else are some of the things that somebody looking to open up a shop should really...
Location is the most important thing, guys. Location, if you're going to open a shop, is where to open it, where you want to be by a school, you want to be by, I always tell everybody, be by a liquor store is a good thing when you're a shop, because a lot of people are always going in and out of liquor stores. If you have a liquor store by your shop, you'll always do good. If it's in a strip mall, you'll always do good, you know what I mean? By schools, mine's in a prime spot. I have a good spot, but right now it sucks because the students are all gone, you know? Like, I'm right by the University of AP University and N Citrus College are like within walking distance of us. But there's no school right now. So we're slow as hell, you know. It's unprecedented times, like I said earlier, we've never been through this before. But yeah, right now it's a struggle, but I think things will get better in time.
That's right.
Definitely get better in time.
So can you also talk to us a little bit about, we talked about investing in yourself. That also goes into your tools. Can you talk to us a little bit about the importance of investing in your tools, or what are some of the most important tools to carry with you as a barber?
Yeah, you know what, tools is right now, especially right now, it's weird because tools is a money-making thing right now. So be careful out there. Don't spend a lot of money on buying those expensive tools because you really, really don't need that. You know what I mean? Like, get yourself. You guys are getting started right now. Give yourself a good cording machine. Save yourself the money of all those cordless machines. You really don't need it. You get yourself a 5-star cording machine. That's the best machine for fading out there. You know what I mean? That's the best machine to learn with, and it's only $60, and it'll last you years, not months. You know what I mean? Right. It'll last you forever, probably. If you take care of it. Yeah, but it's like your education is like anything. You have to invest in it. Like, you have to invest in your tools also. I have a lot of high-end tools, but a lot of the reason why I have high-end tools is because I have a barber channel, so I try to do videos to show everybody out there what they can and cannot buy, what's better, what's not to use. Right. But if it wasn't for that, I'd probably be using the old school machines because those still are the best machines, cording machines. I don't know if you guys saw my video the other day. It was the first clipper challenge. When I went back, first clipper challenge. When I went back and I bought the clippers that I gave me in barber school, and we're supposed to do a fade with them now. You know what I mean? But I never realized that the clippers that I got in barber school were good ass clippers. You know what I mean? I always thought they were cheap, and I threw them away right away. Bought myself another pair of new clippers, and I didn't realize till now that I used them finally. Like, hey, my school gave me some good clippers. I just didn't give them a chance. Yeah. Right. So don't invest too much in clippers. Don't invest too much in scissors. I would invest more in your education. Do classes right now. Go to a lot of barber battles. When you go to big barber battles, they always have classes, the educational classes. Don't go just for the show, go for the classes. Classes are always good. They'll talk about business, they'll talk about customer service, they'll talk about the industry, they'll talk about tools, they'll talk about things that are relevant in our industry. And that's what you guys want to do is, you guys want to be relevant in this industry. And then later on, when you guys get better, you guys want to go to shows, you want to compete. You can compete in barber battles. I compete in barber battles all the time.
You actually competed in one of the biggest barber battles as far as like shows, right?
Yeah.
So,
Last year I went to Connecticut Barber Expo, the CT Barber Expo, and that's like the biggest barber competition. And I went over there. I went for the fast fade, and I took the 3rd place there. Yeah. And then I went to the Las Vegas Barber Battle, the one over there too, at the LV Barber Expo, and I took the 3rd place there on a haircut like this. Not the fast fade.
Yeah.
Because fast fade is like, I feel like fast fade, anybody can do fast fade, but doing a real haircut like this is a lot harder, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does anybody have any questions? Anybody online want to ask a question for Al?
Yeah, I want to say, what the things you decide to
Hold on, sorry. Let me change the audio to my phone instead of that box. 1 second. Hold on, give me 1 second. Alright, can you ask the question again? So he's asking, what made you decide to run your shop commission only and not booth rent?
Well, I'm in commission. I started off in commission. I've always worked commission. I never worked booth rental, so I really don't know about booth rental. But the laws are changing now. So, like right now, we're not even supposed to be working commission. We're supposed to be doing booth rental only. So there's a new law coming out right now for all you guys that are, I hope you guys are all voting. But is it Proposition 22 there?
Huh?
Prop
Yeah.
22, right?
22.
Prop 22, make sure you guys pass that, guys. Because it's a law about independent workers. And basically, when you're a barber, that's what we are. That's what we are. We're independent workers. We're independent contractors. So you work for yourself, especially if you're working booth rental. You have to get a business license for yourself. You're gonna have to maintain your own books. All you're doing is paying booth rental to your barbershop. You're paying them weekly, every week to work there. And whatever you make comes in, it's yours. That's the difference. At my shop, whatever comes in, they get 70%, I get 30%. And then at the end of the year, I 1099 them. But when you're a booth rental, it's a little different. You don't get 1099. You actually have to 1099 your owner because you're giving him money. So it's a little bit different. It's a little different situation. But if the law doesn't change, then we're probably gonna have to go to booth rental also.
Right.
Which right now, you know what, I've never wanted to do booth rental, but right now, the way business is right now, booth rental will probably benefit me more now than doing commission. When my shop was booming, commission is better for the barber shop. But when business is not that good, then booth rental is better because you're always getting that rent every week. You know what I mean?
Yeah, regardless if the barber is getting customer or not.
That's the thing. That's the hard thing about working in the shop, guys. When you guys get out of school and you guys decide are you going to go to a commission shop or are you going to go to a booth rental shop? If you go to a booth rental shop, you're responsible for paying that barber shop every week. You know what I mean? Whether you work or not, you know what I mean? And even like right now, times like right now where we're shut down. Some of those shops are still requiring those barbers to pay their booth rent. I can't believe that. They are, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I heard.
There's a lot of shops out there that are requiring their barbers to pay booth rent even though we're shut down, you know what I mean? So it just depends. Like I said, don't worry about that so much. Go find yourself a barber shop where the owner is gonna help you out, or there's a barber there that you could, that'll mentor you and guide you the right direction and do the right thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so definitely having a mentor is key, right?
I think it's very important, you know what I mean? Have somebody to look up to and somebody, be humble, guys. Be humble, keep open-minded, and just remember that owner went through a lot to get to where he's at. If you want to get there, you gotta do the same things. You gotta do the same steps. Everybody has to go through this. Everybody's gonna struggle, everybody's gonna think they're doing the wrong thing. Some people are gonna wanna quit, you know what I mean? You just hang in there. Reps. By reps, I mean haircuts. The more reps you do, the better you're gonna get at this business.
Right. Thank you. Does anybody else have any other questions? All right. So I just want to thank you out and to your family, everybody, for coming on here and doing this for us.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. Especially during these times, you know.
Yeah. Thank you for having us, bro. You know, like I want everybody just keep everybody up there, give them a heads up, keep your head up, keep grinding. This is a grind job, guys. Every day you're gonna get up, and there's gonna be days where you're gonna want to go to work, and you know you're standing behind a chair all day long, and you know you get tired, you go home, you're super tired. But I don't know. To me, I love this job. I wake up wanting to go to work. So if you could get a job like that where it excites you to go to work, then it's not so bad. You know what I mean? When you have to get up and you hate your job, that's a different story. You know what I mean?
That's when you know it's time to move on.
Yeah, that's when you know it's time to get another job. So you know, this job is very rewarding, and it's grown on different people. You can ask Dave. Dave, he's now my apprentice, and he was my sweeper when he was only 13 years old. And at that time, I used to always tell him, "Hey, Dave, you're gonna be a barber?" And no. And now look at him.
You know, with that said, if you don't mind, I was asking you a question, Dave. What made you, after when you were young, you would say no, but what made you want to get into barbering? What motivated you to come on?
I think it's kind of like an art. I definitely feel like that, and I'm interested in that type of thing. So I think it's very respectable to be a barber. People, I feel like, look down on it sometimes, but yeah, it just took an interest being around it. Always seeing him do it. Yeah.
That's right.
That same person looking down on it still needs a barber to do it.
Always. Yeah, they don't look at it. Some people don't look at it as a viable job. You know what I mean? But this is not just a job. This is a trade, guys. This is a trade. This is something that you learn how to do and do good. You always have money in your pocket. My dad used to always tell me that. Like, you become a barber, you'll always have cash in your pocket. Always, because there's always going to be somebody needing a haircut. No matter what, you know, even during these hard times. You can become a undercover barber and still make it. You know what I mean? Like, because it's a trade. People are willing to trade. They don't trade money; they'll trade something for it. You know, they're always somebody. That's what they used to do back in the day. It wasn't always about money. That's why it's a great trade. You know what I mean? It's a good job. You know what I mean? We're always gonna be needed. Put it that way.
Right. And I know some of our guys that are on right now, or part of the school. They're similar to your son, brand new. If you don't mind me asking you, what are some of the challenges that you've had so far in your first 2 months of being an apprentice?
I think really like trying to concentrate on interacting with the client and still concentrating on the haircut. Because like you said, it's an experience for the client. And I've realized within the past couple of months, like they really, as long as you keep interactive with them, they really don't care how you cut their hair. And yes, it should be a good haircut, but at the same time, it's really like mostly majority of the interaction. So trying to like focus on both of those two things is probably the biggest challenge that I'm trying to do right now.
Right. Thank you.
And I remember telling him that too, because it's the truth, guys. Sometimes when you guys start working and you guys will be nervous and this haircut's not coming out, talk to your client. Just chit chat with them. How you doing? How's your day to day? How's it going? You know, what's going on for the weekend? You know, and by you just talking to him a little bit distracts him from worrying about his haircut if he is a picky customer, or and at the same time it takes your mind off of it too. It just makes you relaxed, and you know. And a lot of times when you'd be surprised how many people come to the barbershop because they just want to talk.
Right.
They want to tell you their problems. You're gonna hear things that you know that. Wives don't even get to hear, you know what I mean? They're gonna tell you things that, you know, and sometimes you gotta like give the best advice that you can, you know, just keep an open mind.
You're a therapist.
Don't be critical, don't judge anybody, you know what I mean? Just be a good person, be humble, be a good person to that person, and that person will sense that from you, and he'll want to come back to you. He'll want to come back, just for the experience again, you know?
Right,
Yeah.
No, again, thank you, Al, for coming on, and I guess what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sign off on the Zoom class. I'm gonna put up some assignments on my tab, guys. So just look out for those assignments in the next couple, next hour or so. I'll have those assignments. One of the assignments that I do want you guys to get, for those of you who
You're welcome, guys. Make sure you guys subscribe to my barber channel, man. I'm always dropping good information. I'm always blogging about my experiences as being a barbershop owner. situation that happens at the shop, when something funny happens, something bad happens, I always share it. They're good experiences to know for when you get in situations like that, because there's going to be so many different situations that are going to arise at the barbershop.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I thank you guys for having me. I appreciate every single one of you guys too. You know what I mean? This is what it's all about, helping each other out, guys.
Right. Thank you.
Okay, guys. All right, guys. Closing out this vlog, I'm right here with some of the students from Borners Barber College, guys. We came down here to give some, do a little educational video and just help out. And thank you, Sal, for having us down here, man.
Yeah,
I
thank you
appreciate it.
for coming in and sharing your knowledge, man. That's very appreciated during these times, you know? So,
Yeah, definitely, guys. It's all about giving back, all about, you know, when you know something, you want, like me, myself, personally, I like to share what I know and help out all the younger barbers out there, because, you know, it's just, it's a great business, but at the same time, it's a little difficult getting into it. So just keep your heads up, keep driving, keep grinding. Grinding is a thing, you know. By grind is that you shape it out into what you want it to be, and we're only gonna get what you put into this. So work hard and be there early, guys. That's the whole thing.
Right, yeah.
This is a business, early business. Be there early, be late, stay late. Don't turn anybody away. If you follow those 3 steps right there, you guys will do right. You guys will do good.
Yep.
Good luck out there.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you.
But that's it for this video, guys. I appreciate you guys coming along, and we'll see you guys on the next video. Alright, guys, we said we were going to close out the video, but we're right here at Elegante Beauty Supply, so I wanted to kind of just bring you guys, get into downtown and do a little bit of shopping, buy some supplies. So I'm going to show you this place. This place is a gem right here. You guys can order online with these guys too. They sell everything in here. I'm about ready to try one of these now.
What is it, baby? Leather?
Leather. It's kind of like, but it's not.
It's a pump.
It's a pump leather.
Oh yeah, you should.
Because the other one's not working no more. Okay. Look at this thing. It's a shampoo bottle. Ooh, I need one of these. This always smells good, guys. This is a secret stuff right there. Clubman. This one or this one? I think I'll take that one.
¿Ya están abiertos?
Oh, these are pretty cool. Like baby brushes. A lot of stuff here, huh, babe?
Yeah.
Like a hair heaven, huh?
They're heaven.
There's a lot.
What'd you find, Dave? Oh, mirror?
Yeah.
Unbreakable?
Yeah.
Those are the best ones because they don't break.
The foam.
Yeah. I like these kinds myself, but...
I want to see if they have this, but that, like plastic.
Oh. Because that's supposed to be
Or is this
unbreakable.
better?
It's just unbreakable, that's why. See, you pop this off right here. Take this off.
Oh, and you put your...
That's your handle, that way you can hang it from your chair. You don't really need that. You want it?
Oh, that one? Oh.
In case you want to put it back?
You have a duster, Dave?
Oh, no, that's the thing.
Oh, okay. They're like different ones. This one's pretty nice. Looks like they sell more of these than anything.
Are these like fading combs too?
It's like a flat top comb. Those are cool because those are like the ones that don't bend, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's kind of I like nowadays. These are by Scoutmaster.
Or this would be like a good one, huh? Barber comb.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like that.
This is where all the chairs are at, guys. Look at this. Look at that bad boy. This is what we got at our shop right here. I got 3 of these. That's a nice match. Look at this mat. Look at this mat right here, babe. I need this mat for me. Damn. Feels good. Big too.
Ooh. Yeah, that does feel good.
Feels good, huh? Look at that mat, guys. That mat's badass. Just stand on that one and stand on this one.
Oh wow, yeah.
Stand on this one.
Oh yeah, big difference.
Big difference, huh? It's like,
Is this like used stuff in or no?
no, it's new. This is like the little showroom right here.
You can tell a lot of things have been here for a long time.
Yeah. Well, they have like a lot of discontinued stuff. There's stuff that you could buy and take it with you right now, you know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Like open box stuff, you know? Are these, they have some nice chairs. Those are the chairs we have right here, babe.
Where?
These ones, uh-huh.
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
I wonder how much you want here.
I don't know.
Is this like your chair? No.
No, not like my chair. Like the
Oh,
ones,
okay,
those are the other 3. Remember we were running
Your
about 3
chair is
more?
nice.
My chair is different.
Your chair is really nice. Comfortable.
But I paid for my chair. We paid 3 other ones.
More.
These are all nice.
This is nice.
I like coming to this place. Oh yeah, that's nice. I don't know how it feels. Alright guys, we just walked out of there. Showed you a little bit of what we have in there. I ended up getting myself a lather machine. I'm going out of the old traditional Campbell lather machine and going to one of the pump ones. So we'll see how it goes. My Campbell hasn't been working good, so it sucks not having a lather machine too. Or the lather comes out nice and wet. No good. Yeah, it comes out all watery. It's nasty. So it'd be nice to have a lather machine again.